In brighter news, Bachelor in Paradise alumni Spencer Conley and Jess Edwards surprised fans with a romantic engagement reveal last night, featuring a beachside proposal in Mexico that instantly lit up the Bachelor Nation universe with a rare sense of pure celebration. The kind of joyous announcement that reminded viewers why they had first fallen in love with the messy, unpredictable, yet occasionally magical experiment of televised romance, and as clips of Spencer kneeling in the golden glow of a seaside sunset circulated across Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, fans were quick to declare this one of the most heartfelt and cinematic engagements in franchise history, not only because of the timing, the setting, or the chemistry between Spencer and Jess, but also because of the unique twist that accompanied it, a reveal that ABC's production team had awarded them an unprecedented $50,000 cash prize to support their future together, a gesture that analysts and longtime observers quickly framed as a bold attempt to incentivize real-world commitment in a franchise long plagued by skepticism over couple longevity, and almost overnight, the engagement shifted from being just another Bachelor Nation headline to becoming a cultural talking point, a moment that reflected both the fairy tale allure of the series and the practical realities of sustaining love beyond the cameras, because while roses and champagne may provide the sparkle, financial stability, logistical support, and public goodwill provide the foundation upon which lasting relationships are built, and this injection of tangible support seemed to signal that the producers themselves were eager to reshape the narrative of Bachelor Nation from one dominated by breakups, scandals, and fleeting romance to one that could plausibly sustain the myth of happily ever after in a way that viewers could not only root for but believe in, and fans flooded Reddit forums and Bachelor-themed podcasts with speculation about whether this cash prize would become a new tradition, a built-in feature of Paradise engagements, or if it was a one-time experiment tied to Spencer and Jess's particular storyline, with some celebrating it as a refreshing acknowledgement that building a life together takes resources, while others worried it might cheapen the symbolism of engagement, transforming proposals into transactional events staged to secure financial reward. Yet even those skeptics admitted that Spencer and Jess's story, filled with tender moments, genuine vulnerability, and the slow burn of a romance that had weathered both Paradise drama and the skepticism of fellow castmates, felt authentic enough to transcend the cynicism that so often surrounds Bachelor engagements, and in this way their love story became a microcosm of Bachelor Nation itself, a space where fairy tale ideals collide with the practicalities of modern relationships, where fans must constantly navigate the blurry line between entertainment and reality, and where the stories that endure are those that tap into something deeply human, whether it be heartbreak, redemption, or the sweet, improbable magic of finding someone who feels like home in the most unlikely of circumstances. And as the beachside proposal footage replayed across entertainment news programs, from Entertainment Tonight to Access Hollywood, commentators noted how perfectly the scene captured the paradox of Paradise, a show that thrives on chaos, jealousy, and dramatic exits but occasionally delivers a love story so convincing that it silences even the harshest critics, and Spencer's emotional voice crack as he asked Jess to marry him, paired with Jess's tearful yet radiant acceptance, was quickly memed, gif-ed, and celebrated across platforms, not in the ironic, tongue-in-cheek way Bachelor memes often circulate, but with genuine adoration, as though fans collectively decided to suspend their usual cynicism and embrace this moment as proof that love, however unlikely, could blossom in the sand, and this sentiment resonated even more deeply given the context of the franchise's recent turbulence, with Andrew Firestone's separation casting a shadow over Bachelor Nation's legacy of success stories and Mel Owen's Golden Bachelor controversy raising uncomfortable questions about representation and respect, making Spencer and Jess's engagement feel like a narrative balm, a chance to restore optimism, and ABC executives, keenly aware of the power of such moments, leaned into the celebration, releasing official footage of the proposal with cinematic edits, launching hashtags, and even teasing the possibility of a televised wedding special, a move that analysts suggested would not only boost ratings but also reinforce the franchise's claim to being a cultural force that still, after 2 decades, can deliver both spectacle and sincerity. And among fans, the announcement reignited discussions about the unique dynamics of Bachelor in Paradise compared to The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, with many arguing that Paradise, chaotic though it may be, actually produces stronger and more lasting couples precisely because its structure allows for multiple options, mutual choices, and more natural pacing, Whereas the mainline shows force contestants into a rigid hierarchy of roses and eliminations, often rewarding short-term chemistry over long-term compatibility, and Spencer and Jess seem to embody that theory, their relationship developing not in the artificial spotlight of one lead and 30 contestants but in the messy, communal ecosystem of paradise, where bonds are tested, alliances shift, and staying together requires resilience, patience, and trust, qualities that fans now projected onto their engagement as reasons to believe in its longevity, and as congratulatory messages poured in from Bachelor alumni, with fan favorites like Wells Adams, Caitlin Bristow, and Joe Amabile posting heartfelt notes. The engagement took on the aura of a communal victory, a success story not just for Spencer and Jess but for the entire franchise, a reminder that even in the often cynical world of reality television, moments of authentic connection still resonate, still matter, and still inspire. And this resonance was amplified by the decision to award the couple $50,000, a move that critics and supporters alike could not stop analyzing, with some framing it as a recognition of the financial pressures unique to Millennial and Gen Z couples, student debt, housing costs, the instability of influencer-driven incomes, while others saw it as a shrewd PR maneuver, a way for ABC to generate buzz, differentiate Paradise from its sibling shows, and encourage future contestants to take engagements seriously. And whether one viewed it as cynical or generous, it undeniably sparked conversation, ensuring that Spencer and Jess's proposal would not fade quietly into the long list of franchise engagements but would stand out as a cultural moment, a test case for what Bachelor Nation could become in its third decade, and perhaps most importantly, for fans who had grown weary of drama for drama's sake, who had rolled their eyes at overproduced rivalries and recycled tropes, this engagement offered something rare, hope. A reminder that despite its flaws, despite its controversies, the franchise could still surprise, still deliver love stories that made viewers believe, if only for a moment, that Paradise was possible.